Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have part 2 of making some baby cards. So in part 1, we had made these 6 baby cards. They are not finished yet because they aren't even embellished yet with enamel dots. I mean, if you just want the base of the cards, then definitely check that out. So hopefully today I am going to try and get through the rest of the sheets I have left. So we only used 9 sheets of 6x6 to make these 6 cards. I have 15 sheets left, so I'm going to try to get through as much as I can, and then hopefully we have time to embellish those other ones as well. So let's get started so we don't waste any time and get to crafting. All right, so I'm gonna start off with obviously my card bases. I ran out of some black layering pieces, so I do need to cut those out as well. Okay, so for my layering pieces, these are going to measure, we're gonna do 5 3/8 because my card base is 5 1/2 tall. So 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm just gonna cut out all of these, and that'll give me 4 cards. Actually, I think I'll just cut out another sheet as well, so I have enough for hopefully everything. Okay, so for these first cards, I'm gonna need a background layering piece. I'm gonna try to make 2 at a time. So let's see, I have one of these left, but I have 2 of these. Ooh, I really want to use this background for something. I'm going to save that on the side though. And then I have, okay, I think we can use this one. So we're going to try to do 2 of the same. All right, so this is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And like I said, we're going to try to do 2 cards because that'll make it go a little faster. Even though it's going to be embellished a little differently, this is what we're going to go with because it'll go a little faster. So that's going to go right on. No. Oh, I was supposed to cut that at 4 inches. Oh, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Oops. I was looking at the wrong measurement, which is the card base measurement. Okay, so now this should go perfectly on there. All right, so that's for that first layering piece. Then I'm gonna need a strip of paper. Now I can't use this because obviously, but we know it. We might be able to make another card because that would be a good strip for another card. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to that. And then maybe we'll do like that striped background or something. But now we do need something else. So let's see, I really don't like this sun paper. So maybe we can use that sun paper. I think that's what we're gonna do. So this piece is gonna measure 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. I feel like this keeps getting in my way. So 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then that's going to need a layering piece as well. So I'm going to grab some black cardstock scraps. So my layering piece is going to be 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. And that should fit perfectly for this. Yep. I did something wrong there. Is this one wide enough? Oh, okay. Well, that one's good. Maybe I just picked up the wrong piece. I don't even know what I did there, but by 5 3/8. All right, so there's that layering piece. So far, this is gonna go like this. And then we need 2 more layering pieces actually on this card. So this is the card sketch I'm following, this first one right here. And I'm gonna, again, link the card sketches or the blog that I got these card sketches from. So I need this square and then this piece. So the square is gonna be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And let's see, those are the same. Ooh, we could use this guy because this one has the months on the back, so we're not going to use that for anything else. So 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And again, that means I need a layering piece, which is going to be 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. Okay, so that should go perfectly right there. I feel like this is small now, but no, I guess it's not. It looked smaller than it actually is. So this is gonna go like this, and then we need another piece. There's a lot of layering in this one. And then the other piece is gonna be 1.5 by 4 inches. And I'm gonna try to see if I have something already that I might be able to use, but I don't think I do. No. I don't have anything that's the same. I'm trying to look at my scraps here on the side from all the cutoffs so far from the cards. Okay, so no to those, but these might be good for the next card. So now we have these sheets. I really like this one. Let's use this one because this one has, again, the months on the back, but this is polka dots. We already have polka dots. Oh man, I think we're gonna have to use this one. Or we use this brown one, which I think I like better. Actually, so 1.5 by 4, I guess we're just gonna have to cut it. Yeah. All right. So 1.5. I feel like this card sketch uses a lot of paper. Okay, so that's 1.5 by 4, and I need that's another. Okay, we could use this. So 1 3/8. No, sorry, it's 1 5/8. Don't listen to me. By 4 1/8. I think I cut it right, though. I just think I said it wrong. Yeah. Okay, and that should be on this guy. So now my card is going to look something like this. Plus, we then need a sentiment. So the sentiment, for example, is going to go, oh, that looks nice right there. And then another one could be, we might do the, I don't know, that one's too long. Oh, we could do baby love. Okay, so we're gonna do those two, and we are gonna get these stuck down now. All right, so those are my 2 sentiments. Okay, so now this is just like the gluing part, or in my case, the taping part, because I like using my ATG tape to make cards. I don't know why, I just do, and that's how I work. I mean, if you want to use wet glue, you could, but this has always worked for me with my ATG tape. Okay. Do you guys like making cards? Because I have always loved making cards, even though I feel like I struggle making cards. Like I like doing it with like a card sketch, something like that. I hate when I have to figure it out on my own, because then it literally takes me like half an hour to an hour to make one card. But with a card sketch, it goes by a little faster. Or I work, I guess, faster, and it's a little easier that way. But let me know, do you guys like making cards? And I actually, this month, I'm going to be making a lot of cards, I think, because I just, after my last craft fair, my cards were doing good. And I was like, I need to make some more cards. So that's what I'm doing. And it's not quite the cards, I guess, that people really wanted. But you know what? So my last craft fair was, when was that? It was right before Mother's Day. And so people were also looking for graduation cards. And, yeah, graduations cards and Mother's Day cards. So the next craft fair I was going to do was going to be before Father's Day, but I just don't have time to do that. So I decided I'm going to do one in the beginning of July instead. And somebody was also looking for gender neutral cards, which I did have, I think, one gender neutral card that they did, I think, buy. I think, if I remember correctly. I know somebody was looking for that. And so I think I only had the one, so I don't have any more gender neutral cards. And so I decided that this paper collection is gender neutral. So that's why I decided to kind of do this one. But I do need to make eventually cards for graduation and stuff. Yeah, I really do. Because I just don't have any in my stash for that. And I would just like to have a stash of cards ready to go for like all the occasions. And I also feel like I need another greeting card holder display, because I only have the one, but I do feel like I need another one now to display all the cards I'm gonna have, like all the different themes that I want to. Oh, I forgot to add in pieces under there, but oh well. And then this one like that. What was I saying? Yeah, so I feel like I need another greeting card display thing to display all my cards. After they sold at my last craft fair, which is really a gift card shop pop-up, I was like, I love this. This is fantastic. So now I just like want to, you know, make more. And I don't list these really. I mean, sometimes I do in my Etsy shop. And maybe I will list some until my craft fair, but I just don't list them so much in my Etsy shop because they just don't sell in my Etsy shop so much. Honestly, I don't know why. I really don't know why they don't sell more, because I love handmade cards. And yes, it's easier to just go to the store, but you're not paying anything cheaper than you are online, except for shipping. So if you're already buying something else, you might as well plan ahead and think, who's pregnant? Do I need a baby card? whose dog is or cat is not doing well. Do I need a sympathy card or who something like that? Like plan in advance. And if you have a couple of extra cards on hand, then great. If you don't need to use it right away, then great. You have it for another time. Same thing with birthday cards. Like, I don't know. I just don't know why people just don't buy them more often on Etsy. But I mean, let me know. Should I list some more on Etsy? Should I try again? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to sell a set of baby cards because, you know, like, you don't need 10 baby cards at a time. So these would be sold individually. The ones that have sold in the past for me are like a set of Christmas cards that I made using scraps. So those have sold. And then everything else, you can't really do sets because you're not mailing and sending out a bunch. You know what I mean? So everything else is individual, like Easter even. Like, not everybody does Easter cards. Not everybody mails out Easter cards. And for sure, it's usually just like a couple that you need, especially when people do Easter baskets. I think I like something like that for this one. Oh, actually, I'm gonna lay this up on chipboard. I don't know. Give me some encouragement, you guys. Should I list them back up on Etsy until my craft fair? At least. I don't know. And like summer cards, sets of those sell, like just like note cards, like general kind of themes and seasons. So I guess it's really just Christmas and seasons that you can sell sets of cards. And certain holidays like 4th of July. But yeah, not really, like you can't do that with baby cards. You might be able to do birthday cards, especially if you add a variety of birthday cards. Like, I'm not going to do all birthday girl cards, for example. Oh, actually, you know what, you guys? I found my sticker sheet that I mentioned in the last video. I had the sticker sheet where I haven't used all the stickers yet. So we might be able to use some of these on here as well. Like, for example, maybe that one's a little too small right there, but maybe I could do something here. You know what I mean? Even like here, just add a little rainbow or something. Maybe even these little onesies. Oh, okay. I think that looks absolutely adorable. Let me get another. That's just too small of a scrap. That was so cute. I gotta add that on there now. And yes, I want to use up my stickers too. So this is gonna be so cute. And maybe if we could add some more stickers to some other cards that I made before, maybe we could do that as well. But for now, let's just do it on these cards. And even though these cards are gender neutral, that doesn't mean that you can't use it for a boy or for a girl. I honestly just love the colors in here. I love the colors, the earthy colors. I think I just love them, which is why I love this collection so much. Like, how cute. Isn't that adorable? You guys. So cute. So cute. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put it on my card base, and I had already put some chipboard down, but it's okay. I do actually, for this month, I do also want to make some baby girl cards as well. Actually, I wanted some, I didn't even want baby girl cards. I just wanted not baby girl, just like girl cards, but for slightly older kids, so not babies in particular. But I don't have any paper like that. I have a lot of boy paper where they're not so like babyish. So I am going to make some more cards this month with that as well. But the girl ones, I only have baby girl paper. So I thought I would just, you know, we're just going to have to use them up. But that card turned out so cute that we just made. So yeah, this month I feel like I'm just going to be making a lot of cards. I mean, yes, there's going to be other projects and stuff too. Hopefully, depending on how much I could get done this month. But that's why I'm trying to like get some videos at least done so you guys have something to watch when I'm busy getting married this month as well. So, and I like have my videos of my DIY projects of some stuff that I made for my wedding. So you guys will have some content to watch. And especially like this is now in parts, and there's going to be a long version. Well, this is the long version, but there's also going to be a short version for people that don't have all that time to watch me making cards. Oh, how did that turn out too long? I'm just going to cut that down a little. But I do love making cards. I don't know what it is. I just love making them. And you know what? If I have a stash of them, even if they're in my Etsy shop, even if they're just sitting there, I can always pull from my own cards when I need a card. So, and you know what? You know what else I wanted to make? I wanted to make birthday cards. I did sell quite a bit of birthday cards, I think, if I remember correctly, at my last like pop-up gift shop craft fair thingamabob. And I wanted to make more birthday cards, but I have no 6x6 paper pads that are birthday themed anymore. Like I used them like with this, I remember using it with this Paper Stash Smash collaboration. And so I have no more birthday 6x6. So I think for next month, I'm going to use a 12x12, and we're going to make some birthday cards with the 12x12 then, because yeah, I just don't have any 6x6 pads. I was going to order some, but the last Echo Park warehouse sale, they only had 2 paper pads. One was boy and one was just kind of neutral. But like I wanted boy, I wanted girl, I wanted the neutral, I wanted all of them, and the girl ones were out of stock. So I didn't place my order because I wanted to get them all together, like at the same time. But also, like, I probably shouldn't order just yet because, no, I should use my 12x12. So that's number 1. But number 2, like I said, I have this wedding coming up that I still got to pay for. And so just trying to not buy paper. And I've been doing pretty good this whole year. I mean, this wedding has only been being planned for the last 6 months. that's you know, how we've been planning in the last 6 months. That's it. So I feel like that hasn't been a ton of time. So yeah, but everything is coming along, everything is working out great. Again, I forgot to add the pieces underneath, but it's fine. This is so cute. I love it. Let's see what kind of sticker I could add on to here as well right after I add this chipboard piece though, to pop that up a little bit. I do feel like I need something big though, so we'll see what we could come up with for this one. Okay, so let's see what stickers we got. Oh, we don't have ginormous stickers anymore. So it's either this brown onesie or maybe just this moon. Or I guess we could do flowers, but then it's obviously now it's leaning a little towards more girly. I mean, not really, right? Because no, I don't even like the flowers, so it's fine. I guess I have this. I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe this one will just add like a little rattle or something. A little rattle. Maybe some toys. Is that starting to look a little weird? I don't know. And maybe a heart. It doesn't look like I have a lot of hearts though. Maybe some shoes. Or maybe just the shoes. I don't know. I think I kind of just like it like that. Because I don't have anything big enough. So we're going to get those matted onto the black cardstock. Honestly, it's crazy how much fussy cutting I do when I make cards because I really don't like fussy cutting, but I'm doing it all the time when I do make cards. It's just everything looks so much better. Like I can't not fussy cut because it looks better when you double mat it. And like you can layer the patterns just together, but they stand out and just look nicer when you mat it onto something solid. And it somewhat like breaks apart the patterns a little bit that way. Okay, got the little rattle, and now let's do this toy, the stacking toy. Okay, so we're just gonna get these guys glued down too. Hold on, I gotta fix some of my edges here. Okay, so we just got these 2 cards done, and even just like with the embellishments, they just look different. All right, but we got 2 more cards done, so that's good. And that was using that 1 card sketch. So let's see what card we're gonna make next. Let's pick another card sketch. I don't know. I might even make some, oh, you know what? Let's make maybe this one, because I have this strip of paper, or this strip that I could probably use. I don't think it's 2 1/4 wide. Oh, just about. So we could use that. All right, that's good. We're gonna use this card sketch. All right, so let's try to do 2 again. So we're gonna use 2 card bases, 2 black pieces. Oh, I think I'm gonna need to make more card bases. I only have 2 more. Okay, so this one and this one. Okay, this one, I think we're gonna try and do this paper. So this is gonna measure 3 inches. Oh, actually, I could probably use something else, because these are only gonna be 3 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, and that doesn't need a layering piece or anything. And then the next piece is going to be I don't know. Now I'm confused. So this says 3 inches by 5 1/4. This says 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I think this was supposed to be the whole mat, but honestly, we don't need that whole entire piece. We could just do a little strip, so that would have been a waste of paper. So we're just gonna, I guess, do, I'm gonna say 1 1/2, but this is gonna go like that, and this piece, that's all we need right there. Oh, so it really only needs to be like 1 1/8. And I'm gonna mat it on black so it has a little bit of an outline. Yeah. So I'm gonna do 1 1/8. And I think I wanna do a solid. Oh, I have this solid scrap. That would have worked there. But it's not gonna work on both, because I only have that 1 piece. I do need a piece on the bottom though. You know what? Maybe let's just use, I guess we could use a little bit of this. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off 1 1/8. By 5 1/4. I did that wrong. What did I do wrong? What? I did cut it by 5 1/4, right? I didn't. Oh, I cut it by 5 1/8. Oops. All right, we might need to paper piece that one, because I don't want to waste it. Okay, this one we're going to cut correctly. Okay, so that one's cut right. And honestly, this would probably still work just like that, but ay, ay, ay. You know what? I think we might cut off a little bit more because there is going to be a piece of paper that goes across here. Or actually, we don't even need to cut off more. We're just going to glue this piece on the bottom on top of it. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And then we need our matting piece here. Honestly, this is such a great way to use up a lot of your black scraps as well. So now I'm going to cut these down to 1 1/4 wide. Don't know what just happened there. All right, by 5 3/8. Okay. If you're doing that, just be careful with your fingers, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this down. And then, like I said, I have this piece that we're gonna glue down. It's gonna get covered up anyway with another strip of paper that we're gonna need to add there. And nobody will know. Okay, nobody will know. I do still need to like make another strip that's gonna go on this card, but this is what we got so far. I just wanted to get that piece out of the way and get it kind of like stuck together before I lose that little piece. I have a little bit of an overhang right here, just a teeny bit. And I'm gonna glue this down onto the card base. I mean, I guess I could have waited to glue that down until I do that other strip, but it is what it is. Okay, and I guess I'll just do the other one while I'm at it. So we've got those two, and now I said we're gonna use, I think these. Yeah, that looks good. So we're gonna use that, and it says it should be 4 inches by 1 1/4. So I just want to make sure that 4 inches, yeah, 4 inches by 1 1/4. Now, how much is that? That's 1 1/8. I guess it's gonna be like this. I mean, I really could just do technically the whole thing, but all right, let's cut this at 4 inches first, and we'll just cut off the branding strip maybe. And make it a little wider. So it looks like it's gonna be 1 5/8. Now I do want to see if that's gonna look okay. I think it will, but, and then I'm supposed to put a sentiment here. So what sentiment am I using? Oh, okay, like that one is cute. I don't know if I want the animal there. Oh, this one is good. I think we are gonna go a little smaller. And then we'll do Hush Little Baby on the other one. Okay, so we are just gonna do, I guess, 1 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I still need the matting piece. Okay, so we have this scrap, and this is going to be 4 1/8 by 1 3/8. And I'm not throwing out any of my pattern paper scraps just yet, just like the black scraps that are getting smaller, because I might still be able to use the other ones, like even if I make like a little flag to decorate on the inside of the card or something like that. So I am just kind of holding on to all the little scraps until I am done making all the cards and all the things. So this, there's already 2 layers here, so I am gonna put something underneath there. Like it just needs some scrap cardstock, because we have those extra 2 layers on the side. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna cut this in half. And these layer pieces don't need to be anything special, just a little something. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut 4 of these. And again, this is just kind of to flatten out the card a little bit better. Okay, so it's just gonna go on one side on here. It doesn't matter which side because this is non-directional paper. Okay, and then this one as well. And you guys are going to see it's going to cover up that piece right there. So nobody even knows that I cut that too short. Okay, and then just another scrap piece. So now I need to cut out these circles. Okay, there's one, and now this one. Okay. And these, of course they need some chipboard underneath. I have like a flatter piece of chipboard here somewhere. I don't know where. I thought I did. Oh, this one is the flatter one. So I'm thinking the flatter one would go under here, and then the thicker one would go up here. But I need something thicker than those pieces. Okay, so like, I guess like this for the top. This is like the regular chipboard I use, and then this is from like a paper pad. So the back of a paper pad. So I'm just gonna put a piece, I'm gonna just chop the corners a little so I have more wiggle room. Okay, and yeah, I could feel it needs a little something underneath there. So let's do another piece. This is the thinner chipboard now. Hopefully that's just enough. Oh, that feels great. Okay, nice and flat. All right, so same thing here. So now these are getting ready to get glued down. There we go. There's another card, and here as well. Okay, so we have just made 4 cards. All right, so now let's figure out our next card sketch. Okay, so the next 2 cards, I only have 2 card mats left, so we're gonna have to make some more. Oh no, I have 3 card mats. No, I have 2. I almost grabbed another card that we did already make that I was about to start adding on. That would not have been good. Okay, so I have these 2, and I need to use this yellow paper. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I might grab some inspiration from this one. I think we're gonna try to go for something like this that I did yesterday, or that I did in part 1. Yesterday for me, but part 1 for you guys. So I think I'm gonna do that one, which is that card sketch is linked from yesterday's video. Which one is it? This one. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be 4 by 5 1/4. I can't waste this paper, obviously. So 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, this one has a lot of matting going on here as well. So I guess we're going to use up some more paper that way, but next one is 4 1/4 by, or 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. That's going to be that larger piece. And because, or actually, yeah, we could use 1 paper for that. So maybe we'll just use these 3. I think that's what we're going to do. And then what do I have left? Gotta see if everything matches. I think we're gonna change it to do these 3, and that one's gonna go with another card. Okay, so nope, I'll make it like this maybe. Okay, I think I like it like that. All right, so this one's gonna be 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. If that's correct, I need to see. Did I do 2 3/4? Yes, I did. Okay, because I know I changed up some things yesterday, so I just gotta double check. And of course, like with everything else I've been doing, I need to double mat these. So this is going to measure 4 5/8. I'm loving that I'm getting to use lots of my black scraps, because that bin was overflowing, or that envelope that I have my scraps in. That's by 2 7/8. Obviously, just double check. That's good. All right, so I have that, and then I'm just putting it off to the side for now. The next piece is going to measure 4 by 2 1/4. So this next piece, I had this one. 4 by 2 1/4. So I'm going to cut this at 4 and 2 1/4. Okay, is this big enough? Yes, it is. So this is going to be 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. Beautiful. Okay, and the last piece is this one, and this one says 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. I know I changed this one up yesterday, but I still feel like it needs to be a little taller. So what I'm gonna do is do 3 inches, and that's half of the paper by, maybe we'll do by 3 at first, because it's not really too much of a waste either way. So we'll try to do 3 by 3. And so this is kind of like what the card's gonna look like. And then this. Okay, so 3 inches is a little too wide. So I will do, I think I did 2 1/2 yesterday, but let's try 2 3/4. Still too wide, so I am gonna do 2 1/2. So 3 by 2 1/2. And that seems like a good size. Okay, so I have another scrap here, and now this is going to be 3 1/8 by 2 5/8. Okay, and that is going to go perfectly. All right. So now we are ready to assemble our card. And I do have obviously more scraps that I just generated. So I've been trying to separate my scraps into like what I can use on another card. Like these are nice and big pieces that I can still use on another card and kind of paper piece for the most part. So just trying to keep that on the side. And now we're gonna get all of these stuck down. You know, I can, hold on, let me just see something. Because maybe I want to flip it, because I could flip that last paper, this paper. Oh, I think I like that better than this one. But I guess it depends on what sentiment I'm gonna add. So technically this is just supposed to get like a little sentiment here. I mean, it's supposed to be like a circular sentiment. I don't really have any circles left. But what I do have are these 2 tall ones. That's not gonna look good. So not to those. I have this one. Welcome home, little one. I guess I could just do that square. Oh, this one. Okay, so this one is gonna look better on here with this pattern, I think, than this one. Yeah. So we could do this one here, and then actually I think it's gonna look better on this one too. So I'm gonna take out this little square. And I think do welcome home, little one. Or we could do a little rock star, but I think that's too big. Yeah. Or we could do, nope, don't like it. Or let's see what I have in terms of stickers. Yeah, none of these really have sentiments. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, So I'm just gonna use this other scrap here. This one's gonna be a pain in my butt to fussy cut out. But we gotta do it. This one I might add a couple of stickers on that card. All right, so I'm gonna fussy cut those out last. Okay, and we're just gonna start the layering. First piece is easy, but the other ones, they're gonna need some black cardstock. So it's literally just little pieces of black cardstock. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. Okay, and then this last piece, yeah, we just need some on this side. And these like don't have to be so accurate. Okay, so there's that one. And now we gotta stick this one together. Cards just take a lot of time, especially when you do all this layering and stuff, but also just like with the taping or the gluing, like it all just adds up and takes time. And then with the cardstock pieces that go under it to kind of keep it flat. Okay, almost done with all this layering. And then this one. Okay, and then we gotta fussy cut our elements out and then play with the chipboard. And that's another thing, I guess, that takes time, is all the fussy cutting that I'm doing because of all of the matting. Like, it just looks better in my opinion. That's not straight. Okay, so those 2 cards are going to be ready soon. Let me do the easier one first. Okay, and then this one, this one's gonna take me a while. Okay, we finished. Well, we didn't finish with the card, but we finished fussy cutting that out. Okay, so this one, I think I'm gonna put like, maybe like here. Yeah. Or I guess I could do in the middle. Oh, actually, kind of like that. I kind of like it right there. And then this one is probably gonna go down here, but I do feel like that one needs, I just feel like this is too big. So on the card, it actually looks like, or the card thing here, it looks like, oh, I guess it goes like this. But I think I actually like that one better there. Anyway, so this one here, and then let's see what I want to put with that. Kind of thinking the bunny. Nope. I don't like the bunny. Maybe we could do a little banner. Oh gosh, that is gonna be so much. Another matting job I don't really want to do. I mean, I kind of liked that, but I don't want to do that. Maybe, nope. This is what I do. I just play around with these stickers. It's like, I feel like I just need something here. What about a sun? But then I feel like I need something in the middle. What if we just do flowers? Why am I not liking these? Huh, okay, I don't know. I don't know. Well, these are definitely going to get popped up on some dimension though. Let me find some more chipboard. Okay, I found some bigger pieces of chipboard. Okay. And this one, I think she could just get some rounded pieces. That's good. Gosh, guys, I can't believe we're already at an hour and 30 minutes. I was trying to get more cards done this time, and I still only got 6 done, and that's when I finished yesterday's cards after, or, you know, the last video. Oy. Okay. Well, those need some embellishments and some something still, but all right. That's 6 cards, and we have these 4 sheets left plus some scraps. So we gotta keep on going. But I am gonna make some more card bases because I ran out. Okay, so I'm taking some 8.5 by 11. This is 110-pound cardstock, and I'm gonna score this at 4 1/4. And you're gonna get 2 cards out of 1 sheet. And now I'm gonna just take my bigger guillotine. So I am gonna cut this first at 4 1/4 because it's always a little longer. There's always like a little sliver. And now turn it the other way. And I'm gonna cut at 5 1/2. Now I'm gonna do this twice because this side is usually a little longer too. Yeah. So I just gotta double check and cut everything. So this one again, 4 1/4 first by 5 1/2. And I need a couple more layering pieces like the mats because I only have 2 black. So we're just gonna do another sheet right now. And I'm cutting this at 5 3/8. By 4 1/8. I don't know how many more cards we're gonna get to make, but I've got the more card bases. All right, so I have 4 sheets left plus these like cutoff scraps I have here on the side that I know I can make cards with. So I'm gonna try to figure out this one first. because I know we could do that. So I'm gonna look through my card sketches. I kind of wanted to do this one. I did want to do that one. I could cut out a heart. So I'm thinking this could be okay. All right. So I am going to do that one. I'm going to need to get my die cutting machine for this. So this is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. So 4 by 5 1/4, and this is going to be one card right now. So this is gonna, this is gonna go on the black first, and then here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, that was supposed to be the top piece, but okay, it's fine. So this one's gonna be 3 3/4 by 4 inches, so 3 3/4 tall by 4 inches, and this is the one that we have to cut out a black. We're gonna cut out no, we're not cutting out a heart out of this one, but this one does need a layering piece, like a mat. Okay, I guess I just gotta cut another piece. So this is gonna be 3 7/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, and that's gonna go here, and that's gonna go on top of here. Okay, and then I need this top piece, which is gonna be 3 inches by 4 1/2. Okay, 4 1/2 by 3, and that's gonna go on top of here, and it's gonna get a cutout. But this also needs a layering piece, so it's gonna be 4. Let's just do 3 1/8 by 4 5/8. And when I cut out the heart, I have to cut it out from both of these pieces. Okay, let me find some kind of heart in my stash, like a die, metal die. All right, so I'm gonna use this die set from Scrap Diva Designs. It is the double stitch heart nesting set, and it's the second smallest piece. So I'm gonna die cut this out, and what I like about this is gonna have a stitched look on the outside also after I cut this out. So actually, I'm going to adhere this together first before I die cut it out. And so it's not going to have that black outline on the die cut piece on the inside, but I think it'll look good anyway. Okay. And I'm just going to use some washi tape to hold that in place. All right. And I'm going to bring my die cutting machine over, and I'm just going to run this through. So I just put that down here. I'm going to run this through to die cut that out. All right. That should be good. So let's see. There we go. Look how pretty, right? And then that's gonna go on this card like that. Oh, how cute. And then I have this extra piece that I can use either on my next card or some other card, since it's already cut out. So I'll have this die set link down below in case you guys are interested. You guys could use the code Carolina for 10% off of your order. But it's good to have nesting dies in your stash. Like always. Always, always, always. I always say that. Like, you need to have nesting dies. Okay. So let's start putting this one together. Okay, and then this piece, oh, nope, let's do this one first. That's the one that's supposed to go first. Okay, so this is supposed to be like in the middle. And yes, if you wanted to, you could have played around and cut out a square in the center of this card, and then had another piece for something else, but no. This is my card. This is how I'm doing this. We're still getting a lot of cards out of this. Okay. We're just gonna go with it, I think. Yes, you could play around right here with adding cardstock on the top and bottom, like little cardstock, but no thank you. And you could have like added vellum in the center. Like, there's different things that you could have done with this card at this point, but no. All right, here I think I'm gonna add, oh, you know what, we need a sentiment. This one is supposed to have a sentiment on the bottom. So I think I like this one. Giggles and grins. We might even put a flag up here. That kind of looks cute. I'm not sure yet though. I feel like I need something else. Kind of feel like I wish I would have put some vellum underneath. I mean, this is supposed to be like the whole card just like that, but I think I want this a little off center actually. Probably like that. Oh, I kind of like that. I mean, obviously we're gonna mat it onto black. Oh, you know what? Maybe maybe a rainbow is gonna look better there. I just feel like it needs to be on the other side, and that's fine too. Like that. And then we could still put something in the corner. So maybe we could do something like that. Or we can do maybe a little arrow. Or we could do a shooting star. I think I like that. All right, so now we have all of this that needs to get matted onto some pieces here and fussy cut out. Okay, so the giggles and grins, this is gonna go on chipboard for some of that dimension. I'm just using chipboard because I have chipboard scraps. If you don't have chipboard scraps, let's say you never use chipboard, but you have foam scraps, then use foam. If you don't have foam, you can just literally layer it up with paper. Use your paper scraps, just layer it up. Or you don't have to do that at all if you don't want to. So just totally up to you. So this one down here, I'm just gonna do straight because that's gonna get hidden behind my giggles and grins. Very cute. Okay. And now let's do this shooting star that I just didn't really want to fussy cut out, but it needs to be fussy cut out because it wasn't standing out at all. think I'm gonna pop that up on dimension 2. So we're about to play around with some chipboard to get that popped up. Okay, little circle there. That's good. Okay, so that's gonna go right here. Super cute. All right, so that is another card. We got 7 cards now. Okay, but I still have this one full-size sheet that I don't know what to do with just yet. But what I am gonna do, I think, I'm sorry, I just moved the camera a little bit. We're gonna do this card. This one's gonna be a landscape one. And this one, we're just gonna do some, I guess, some layering, like a couple of these pieces. So I'm thinking we'll do this side, and we could probably get 2 cards like this. Let's see. Just to use up some of those scraps. Because there's this piece here, so that can go there. This one could go here. I actually kind of want this piece though, depending on what pieces I have to put on top. So this one goes like that. We could do, I guess we could do a little rock star. And because these are landscape, I could even use up some of this one. Oh, this is so cute. I'll eat you up. I love you so. Oh, how adorable. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, and then this one, let's see what other scrap could go with that. I guess this one could go with that. And this one could say we're having a baby. I don't know. Or maybe something darker, because that's too much of the same color. I guess that one kind of looks more girly. Or we could do, I really don't like this sun paper, so I would like to use it up. But I guess that's also like a thicker piece, so I can use it for something else. Yeah, but like just using up my scraps now. All right, so let's, or maybe this one I'll do, you are my sun, or you are my moon, my sun, and all stars. And that might work better with this, yeah, with that paper. And then something on the bottom. Probably this one, I guess. Okay, so this one, you're supposed to leave a little bit of a black border in between these, but I don't want to cut them too short straight off the bat. So I like a little bit of a black border, but this card just seems like it has a lot more than what I like it to be. So I'm going to cut this 4 inches wide. And I'm just going to cut off the top where that circle is. It says 2 inches, so maybe let's do, oh, no. No, no, no. I was not supposed to do that. I did the wrong length. Oh no. We're gonna paper piece that together. And maybe you won't even know. Okay. Can you tell? Not really. Okay. So this one was supposed to be 5 1/4 inches wide. And let's do 2 1/2. Okay. So you can't tell. Okay. And then that means I need a piece on the bottom. This one's going to measure like 1 3/8 by 5 1/4. Okay, that worked out great with those scraps. All right, so I'm gonna get this stuck down. Okay, so this is gonna go up here. And then this one's supposed to go down here and leaving some of that black border, so that's perfect. That one just a little too long for me right there. Okay. All right, so this is gonna go on here. It's gonna look very cute. And now let's do this one. So hopefully we don't mess this one up with the cutting like we did, even though you can't even tell. I fixed it. There's always a way to fix something. Okay, so this we're gonna cut 5, what is it, 5 1/4, and I did, I think, 2 1/2. I think that was a good amount. Okay, and then what was the other piece? I don't remember anymore. 1 3/8. So I'm just going to do slightly larger than 1 3/8 this time because I felt like it could be a little teeny bit bigger. So 1 3/8, we're just going to go a little past. All right. And that should fit on this card. So just going to get this stuck down now. I just feel like this is like, I don't know, was I cutting this wrong? or something because I feel like it could be a teeny bit shorter. And then this one, that's a slightly better fit than the last one. Okay. Okay, and this one's gonna go on that one, and it's just gonna be very cute. I do have to mat those, and then I still have some more scraps, and I have one more 6x6 to go. But let's get these glued down. I don't think I'm gonna have time in this video to do the enamel dots. So I might just do that, I guess, off camera and just add them wherever. I will do like a project share then. If I do that, I'll do a project share video first before I even post these videos. So you would have seen the project share already. So you guys would have seen like the finished look of the cards. It just takes a lot of time to smash an entire 6x6 pad making cards. All right, so these are all done, and obviously I need to put those onto some chipboard. So we're just gonna cut some pieces of chipboard. I thought that would have been enough, but for both, but nope. Well, there's no shortage of chipboard scraps here, I'll tell you that much. There's definitely no shortage of that. And then it looks like I could just use this piece. Okay, so I'm gonna get these on here. feels like it's too short. I need another piece here. Here. This is a smaller one. Okay, I just think that one's taller than this one. This one has some angled corners. I guess I didn't do that right, but that's okay. We're gonna add a piece in the center on this one too. But like I said, there's no shortage of chipboard scraps here in all the different sizes. Okay, just making sure this opens the right way. Now, if you wanted to, I guess you could have added more to this, but the more scrappy your card is, usually the more kind of plain they look, I guess, because you don't have as much to like layer. Okay, I think this one just needs enamel dots, both of these. Anyway, but there we go. We've got those two, and like I said, I still have one more full 6x6 card or 6x6 sheet left, and I'm wondering if I could just make maybe one of these cards. No, we did that one. Maybe this one, but that one I know I changed the measurements on, so I'd have to measure my own card. But this one could be the background piece, so I think that's what we're going to try to do. So this is going to be 5 1/4. Oh, you know what? Actually, we could probably do it this way, or let's just go this way, by 4 inches. Okay, so 4 inches by 5 1/4. And that's going to be this card. All right, and then let me find that card that I did. Okay, so I did this one. So my background piece, mine was like 2 inches by 4 1/4. That's my first piece. Oh, I didn't know I had that one. What is this? That can work for the smaller piece if I choose to do that. What's the back here? Nope, it doesn't work. I guess we're gonna use this one because, well, I guess it's this one or this one. But this one's nice and, oh, you know what? We could have used that other sentiment with this piece. Made another one of those cards. I'm gonna save that. Okay, so, oh, but we still have this. But I think I like that. All right, 4 inches by 2, I think it was by 2 inches. We could go bigger. Let's do 2 1/4. Okay. And then the other piece, I guess we're gonna use this one because I don't really have anything else unless I do a solid. And that one was 3 1/2 by 1 3/4. I think a little smaller actually. So 3 1/2. Let's make it 3 3/8. Okay, I need pieces, matting pieces. So 2 1/4 again by 4. So 2 in. Let's do 4 1/8 first. By 2 3/8. Okay. And then this one was 1 3/4 by 3 3/8. So this is going to be 3 1/2 by 1 7/8. Beautiful. And it looks like I'm gonna need to cut out some more card bases. I don't know, should I just do like another video of decorating the inside and finishing them up, or I don't know, or just finish them though up off camera? Let's see, what sentiment are we gonna put here? Oh, I like that one. It says wonderful you. Or, nope, not that one. Or we could just do a square piece. Little rock star. But I think I might like the wonderful you. All I know is that after this video, I don't think I'll be needing gender neutral cards for a while. Ooh, that's so pretty. I didn't even know that was on the back there. I think I like that better. Oh, did I just glue that down wrong like that? There's like that overhang. Well, not overhang, but this just has a little too much black on this one side. Oh, I like the rainbow better. Okay, hold on. We're gonna figure that out in just a second here. Okay, so either we do, oh, I didn't even do this one yet. But I like that rainbow. So I'm thinking if I separate these out more, instead of doing it all off to the side like this one, then I could have this in the center, and I think I like that. So just a little, like another version, I guess, of this card. Okay, and then this piece, will this fit here? Oh, perfect. All right, so I'm just, like I said, just using my black scraps. I feel like I used a lot of black scraps actually. I'm very happy about that. Like with this, especially with the smaller layering pieces that I've been adding on. And not just like the sentiments, but even like the smaller patterned papers. Okay, just gonna cut this one a little shorter, and we're just gonna use that. Okay, so there we go. We've got another card, and we still got some scraps. So let me make some more card bases off camera now. I'm gonna do something a little different again. So this time I'm gonna make a vertical card. So this is gonna be 4 inches wide, and I'm gonna cut off the top here. Okay, so that's gonna go here. Now this piece, I think that's just gonna fit, I think. So 4 inches wide again. Gonna cut off the circle. And let's see. Oh, we actually need to cut off a little more. Just making this up now because I've got these scraps I gotta use up. So I was gonna originally do this one horizontal, but I have a vertical cut apart that I'm thinking I want to use on this one. And so I want to try to figure this out vertically instead. Perfect. Okay, so let's attach this onto this card or card base. And then I was thinking of using this piece here, but I kind of think that we might need just a layering piece, like a little something like that. I guess like right after that line right there. Something like that. All right, so now I need to find another scrap piece. That's good. Okay, so let's get this stuck down. I think that's cute. I kind of feel like maybe we need something else here too, but I just don't know what. Oh. Nope. No, but I forgot about that. We could still use that on another card. Oh, maybe we could use, like, I'm just thinking a little smaller piece then. I do think I like it. Okay, so if we do, I mean, I guess we could do like that, or we could go like this and have this in the middle. I can't decide. No, I think we're gonna have it in the middle. All right, I need just some layering pieces on the side there. And then this is gonna go on chipboard. I think it just needs rounded corners. And another piece. Okay, so there's another one. All right, where's my other paper scraps? This is all I have left, but I think we can make like at least one more card. So we have this strip that we can use. I think we could still make a few cards actually. Okay, wow, that fits perfectly. And then we could probably have something in the center. I think this one needs to be a horizontal card. Okay, we could do something with that. I'm gonna cut these two down. Looks like we'll still be making another card after this. I thought I was almost done, you guys. I really thought I was almost done, but the cards just keep on coming now. Okay, so 5 1/4 for these. The cards just keep on coming. Like now, I'm not even following a card sketch anymore. Now we're just kind of making it up with whatever little scraps we have. But you know what? Maybe I've just been in card sketch or crafty mode that this is good for me, because now I'm making cards faster than I would have been making them normally on my own. Okay, now this one, I was going to use this pattern, but what if we use this? We use this heart and maybe just this little sentiment that says new in town or something like that. So I think we're just going to go with it. I don't even know what sizes these all are now because I'm literally just working with my scraps at this point. I'm not even like measuring anymore. We're just going with the flow. Just going with the flow. I do feel like this needs maybe a little bit of a border. I kind of feel like it might look better. But this is also going to get a border, so maybe not. I think we're just going to glue it down and not do a border. Okay, and then that's gonna go here. Obviously that's gonna get popped up on foam. I'm wondering if I need some stickers. I don't know where I put my sticker sheet. Oh, right here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could use nope. That was coming off my sticker sheet, so I was like, oh, maybe we'll just use that, but I don't like it. All right, let me get this on some dimension first. I just feel like maybe I need something on the left-hand side there. Just a little something. Maybe like a little pacifier. No. Maybe just another heart. I'm gonna glue that down. And I might even do another heart on top of that. Because I see a couple of pink hearts too. Oh, I guess it's not pink. It's the like neutral orange. All right, well, there we go. There's another card. All right. Now I kind of feel like I should just start putting decorative pieces on the inside of the cards, just to kind of tie it all together, just like little strips here and there, and then see what I have left at the end of all that, because yeah, but I think I'm gonna do that off camera now, because we made a lot of cards and this video is way too long, like way too long. So we've got this card, got this one. Look how cute they all look. This one. We've got this one. We'll put this one here. Then we've got this one, and 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 that one. We have a lot of cards here. I didn't even count them, but we have a lot. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching yet another process video of me making 20 million different cards using this baby paper pad and baby collection. I hope it inspires you to make something as well, to make some cards. And that is it, you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.